Hi, I'm George. Welcome to MPV. Today, let's talk about something that is booming in China, but not in Europe, the luxury MPV. 4 months ago, Lexus's flagship MPV, the LM, was officially launched in the UK. Starting at €90,000, the top trim first-seat version even costed €113,000, which is already the same as the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. In fact, this is the second generation of this MPV. The first one was not introduced to the European market, only sold in China. It was designed to meet the demand of the high-net-worth consumers. Coincidentally, Volvo has also made a flagship all-electric MPV, the EM90, that will make its global debut in only a few days. But actually, it was originated from its Chinese cousin, the Zeekr 009. So let's talk about whether these high-end MPVs can convince the European consumers. The first MPV is a matter of debate. The Europeans typically credit the Renault Espace, while the Americans often say it's the Chrysler Dodge Caravan. Plus, some Germans might bring up the Volkswagen Transporter, and some pundits might even point out it's the Stadtskara from the early days, even though only 9 was produced. Despite the origin seems unrelated to East Asia, the most thriving MPV market now is in this particular region. In the Chinese market, Japanese MPVs like Lexus LM, Toyota Alphard, Sienna, and Honda Odyssey have seen stable and substantial sales figures quite a long time, not to mention a strong brand loyalty and buying preference. However, the impact of new energy MPVs from Chinese brands might be even more influential. Take a look at this, the Denza D9, a 5.2-meter long, high-end plug-in hybrid MPV that BYD brought to the IAA Mobility. The Zeekr 009, a luxury all-electric MPV equipped with a 140 kWh battery and a CLTC range over 800 km. And the Li Auto Mega, also an all-electric MPV with avant-garde design, set to hit the market in early 2024. However, in Europe, the MPV market is shrinking. Compact MPVs like Volkswagen Touran, Citroën C4, Picasso, and the Mercedes-Benz B-Class are being replaced by SUVs, and LCV-derived vans are taking away the sales of traditional MPVs. For example, Volkswagen Multivan, Ford Tourneo, and Mercedes-Benz V-Class. Therefore, in East Asia, MPV is the #1 choice for people who want a premier experience. It has marvelous interiors, living room-like comfort, and the convenience of a mobile office. In contrast, European MPVs are generally smaller and not designed for ultimate comfort. Now the SUV has gained popularity, this becomes even less favorable. If a European MPV is made larger over than 5.2 meters, it then becomes a van, no matter it's a commercial or passenger one. If a vehicle was meant to be a mobile space, there's something it has to achieve: an energy supply available all time. Whether it's in motion or stationary, the energy has to remain unaffected. In this case, electric or plug-in hybrid MPVs with large batteries naturally have a huge advantage. For example, for business reception, when your boss waits inside the MPV, it's crucial that the fridge, TV, and air conditioners inside the car remain powered. Similarly, for a family trip where the MPV is used for camping, having a power source and multiple entertainment is very useful. In these situations, if you have a fuel-powered MPV, you have to let the engine idle, which is not friendly to the environment. So electrification is bound to enhance the usability of MPVs and break the limit set by the S. Chinese automakers that define their MPVs as luxury mobile space have already embraced the concept. In their ads, you will likely to see a large family using an electrical MPV to output power when camping, children taking out cola from the fridge, or open the roof mount screen to watch cartoons. And you might also see 2 business elites toasting to a successful deal. In the S-car era, the emphasis on space for a big family did not resonate well in Europe. Perhaps it's because three-generation households are less common, and people who want more space would typically go for a van. However, in the era of EV, a non-stop power source fundamentally changes how we perceive MPV. It's no longer just a large space for transporting people and goods. Instead, it's now a third space beyond our home and office. On that account, the electrified MPV can break the stereotype in Europe. For those high net worth consumers who need to sit in the back and enjoy, might have the reason to place an order this time. I believe customers, no matter which country they are from, all have a need for personal space, because that's just a basic human needs. So instead of asking whether Europeans like MPV or not, why not just make a room on four wheels that can provide power and connectivity 24/7? And only by doing this can MPV's potential in space and comfort be unleashed completely. What do you think about the potential of the electrical MPVs? Let me know in the comments. See you next time.